First off, let me start off this video saying that this has been a traumatic day for me, in a way. My baby, my phone, died, and I bought it 4 months ago, so the warranty's still on it, so that's okay. But it died right after I got my iPod fixed. Now, today's topic is lesbian stereotypes. And this topic, well not topic, but this lesbian stereotypes infuriates me. And let me tell you why. Number one, I always hear people, well, gay people or lesbians in particular saying, I don't want a label. I'm not a soup can. Then why did you take on the label as lesbian? But see, I don't see what people call so-called lesbian stereotypes as actual stereotypes. I see them as part of your lesbian identity or your sexual identity or your identity as yourself. Stereotypes is a very strong word to use. Let me tell you some accurate stereotypes. 1. Lesbianism and bisexuality are just a phase or something that you go through in college until you find your perfect husband. That's a stereotype. Or all lesbians are fat, which is not true, hence the L word. All lesbians had, must have been sexually assaulted when they were younger by a male, so something traumatic has to happen to you in order to be a lesbian, which is not true at all. Oh, this is for all gay people. It's like a decision you make. Yes, I decided to be treated as a second-class citizen. I decided to live in a country where I can only get married in 5 states. I decided that to live in a country where if I join the friggin' military, I would get kicked out because of who's in my bedroom back home. I decided to have to live with something and struggle with something my entire life and to be treated differently by people just because of who I choose to love. I decided. I friggin' decided to have to live with, before even coming out, live with the reaction my mother or father would give me after I tell them, hey, I like girls. Sorry, I'm not the normal heterosexual. Yes, I decided that. Who in their right mind would decide that? Like, really? Those, well, before my decision, right? Those are stereotypes. Okay? Butch femme or lipstick femme or butch or stone butch or some other ones I can't think of are not stereotypes. Anyway, I was thinking about, because see, I identify as a queer fat femme. Yep. I'm fat and I'm feminine. Why do I say queer? Because see, I have got to comfortableness in my sexuality that I can admit to myself that I am attracted to transgendered people. And I don't want to say that I had moved to that point because I was really afraid to admit it to myself before. Like, I was afraid to admit to myself that I was lesbian to begin with. So, when I think of queer, I think that not only am I a lesbian, but I'm also attracted to people who are transitioning into a gender that they were not born into. Okay? So, that might not be your definition of queer, but that's my understanding so far, so you can deal with it. And fat. I'm fat. Or I like to say a fat-bodied person because my body is fat. You know, I'm not fat-minded, nothing but brain up here, people. But, and femme. I'm a feminine person. And I'm not feminine because I am a girl and I think that's what I have to be. I'm feminine because I choose to be feminine. Like, people might choose to be masculine. They don't necessarily have to identify as butch or stud or any other lesbian stereotype that people throw out there. It is not a stereotype. I hate that word. It's an identity. It's a term that people identify with, and they can define it as they choose or whatever. Like, you want to call my stereotype, I am a femme. That's a stereotype. Feminine people have to be attracted to masculine people. No, it's not. I could be attracted to... I'm attracted to everybody. Every girl that I think is beautiful in her own special little way. But I am mostly attracted to masculine people. You can shoot me all you want. Well, no, actually don't do that. So I think it's okay if you don't want to use those words to identify yourself or, yeah, identify yourself as, but don't call people who do identify as that stereotypes, because they're not. They're just people who use terms to explain themselves to other people who don't understand them. Okay? So don't say, hate the word stereotypes. I cringe when I hear it. Stop saying stereotypes. That's all I have to say. I decided to end on a happy note because, see, I got my guitar for Christmas and I just learned how to play it. Well, I'll play a song, specifically Adele's Hometown Glory. I'm only going to play like the first part, if I can remember it.